Oh no, breaking news.
On this Thursday morning, we want to update you now on that breaking story that we've been telling you about this morning here on Good Day Chicago. We're talking about that lockdown at the Navy Yard in Washington, D.C. after reports of shots fired. You're looking at a live picture of the scene right now. And according to our sister station there, WTTG, authorities are confirming that there are reports of two armed men inside a building and reports of a possible victim. The initial report of armed men came from a security guard inside the building looking at security cameras, but after a search of the building, they have not found any suspects or any victims. But the building, we're told, there in Washington, D.C., is still on lockdown. Now, keep in mind, this is the same base where a gunman killed 12 people back on.
Yes, he killed 12. Oh no, that would be a 3. What a surprise.
2013. As a precaution, Capitol Police have ramped up patrols outside of the White House as well. We will continue to monitor.
Yeah, everybody's out here smiling and laughing because it's so dire.
The developments out of the
Look at them, they're up there laughing. Look.
Washington, D.C. area. Have more for you on air and online. MyFoxChicago.com. Corey, over to you.
What's this guy doing, getting his fishing gear out?
All right, Darlene, thank you. The Grateful Dead, they've made millions in memorabilia.
Yeah, I can understand why it's the Grateful Dead. Who the fuck would want to hang around here? Fucking morons. There you go, Silent Walker. There's your yellow and your fucking purple. With the Grateful Dead, you stupid fuck.
And as their first album came out in San Francisco.
Where's your yellow and purple? It's right there, you dumb fuck. With the Grateful Dead. What do you think that means, huh? You stupid cunt. Here, let me explain something to you. Let me make sure that everybody understands what this place is. Like the comedy with that Guido Sarducci said, life is a job. It is, because you're working on a fucking sex farm. As Spinal Tap said. You're working on a sex farm. You're a fucking part of the system. Okay? And the little reward that you get for your efforts by creating energy, fucking, is called an orgasm. Okay? Because, let me put it this way. If you didn't get that sensation from sex, you wouldn't do it, because man is inherently lazy that way. So the drive to get that feeling, right? To get that feeling means you got to do something to get it. And while you're trying to get that feeling, you're creating energy because you're part of the system. You're working on a fucking sex farm. Your life is a fucking job. Okay? And the best you're going to get out of it is that feeling of getting a fucking orgasm. That's it. You're working on a sex farm. All this other stuff is just distraction to keep you busy while shit goes on. These fucking things, whatever they are sucking energy off of you. Because you're part of the system. You were raised. You're nothing more than an outlet socket in a fucking wall. That's what all of this is. And you're surrounded by this shit 24/7 your entire life until the day that you fucking die. Okay? All of this is distraction. All of it is to keep you from looking at and facing the fact that you're working on a fucking sex farm. That's all it is. It's nothing more than that. It's nothing more than that. The religions are fake. The schooling is bogus. It's a system they set up to keep everybody fucking mind straight. Then they made our system after their own system, which theirs is an electrical system. We're used electrically, but they made our system the same way, except we just get symbology of their system, like money is currency, and you go to the outlet mall, and the girlfriend's going through a phase, and how you conduct yourself. But on another level, they're doing all of that real stuff. And see, so we got cut off from the real source of energy, so we're a self-sustaining fucking energy. So in order to do that, they have to harvest every bit of fucking energy that they can. And so, again, I say it, we're working on a sex farm. Because everything has to be, all the energy has to be harvested. Okay? And the biggest one that they use is fear. They love that because that puts off a certain amount of energy. That's what all of this is about, that. Every bit of it. That's the crux of it. They don't have it. They can't produce it. They have a certain amount that they are able to get out of people, and then they have a big harvest, and then they start the whole process all over again. So there, in answer to your question, shithead, where's the yellow and purple? All over the place. Tell me, Silent Walker, why would they use these colors? Explain to me. You're so worldly with your one fucking video, you fucking pansy candy ass, punk ass video you came out with. Explain to me why they would use these colors. And especially when they're talking about the Grateful Dead. See, we're stuck between two facets here. The Hatfields and the McCoys. They both want the same thing from the humans, except the humans are being forced to choose one side or the other. Kind of like the lights on top of a squad car, the red and blue, and they flash on and off. Well, that's just the zigzag. That's just your choices: red and blue, red and blue, red and blue, red and blue. That's all. And then they're black and white squad cars with a big 6-pointed star on the side, and the guy gets out wearing the Saturnian black. It's what all of this is about. You don't have to be a brain. Once you get the gist of the story, and you know, it's very easy to figure this stuff out when you look at it. So there, smart ass. There, smart ass. There's your yellow and your purple, with a touch of blue. And you're Grateful Dead. Fuck you, the gig is up. Your story isn't hidden anymore, you fucking douchebags. And the fucking idiots that have sided with you in the end, they're not gonna fare any better than anybody else, because they're all fodder too. We're all in the same fucking boat. I don't give a shit how far up the ladder you think you've traveled and what things you think you've made friends with. We're all just working on a big-ass fucking sex farm. Create energy. Why do you think the Catholic Church, that hideous fucking corporation, demanded that you don't wear any kind of condom or birth control? Why? Because we need more little batteries. We need more batteries. What do you think? Why would they go to war and make people in the Inquisition become Catholic? Because they need energy. It's got nothing to do with religion. It doesn't have anything. It has to do with traditions of men. It has nothing to do with spirituality. And it has to do with guys that really understand how the system works. Which brings me to my next point. How do I keep finding this stuff? What, am I that smart? Absolutely I'm not. So where's it coming from? Certainly I couldn't be working for the side that's creating it, because I'm divulging how the fucking thing works. I don't have a direct line to the Father, not as far as I know. So how am I putting all of this together? That's what's really eking you guys, isn't it? That's what really get you guys. You guys can't figure out where in the fuck I'm getting it, or how I'm putting it together. Here's your answer. There's only one fucking story here. There's only one story. And then a bunch of little stories that came off the original story. You guys are scumbags. You cut us off. It doesn't matter. It's either or. It doesn't really matter. In my opinion, it's either or. You're either gonna pay the landlord, which is these guys here, or you're gonna pay the landowner, which is the other guy. Make your choice. Again, you're being forced to make a choice. You can pay the landlord, the guys that are running this place, or you can pay the landowner. Neither one of them are what you would call your father. So you make your own choice. But nice video there, Skywalker. Really nice video. Or Silent Walker, whatever the fuck your name is. Why don't you take a long walk off a short pier with cement boots, you punk. The gig is up, man. It's not hidden. And you're not going to find the truth. You're not going to find the truth by flying a $49.95 piece of plastic shit into Area 51 like they wouldn't see that coming. Oh, my God. You just revel in the stupidity of men. You just revel in the stupidity of men. But thank you for your one video. That came in very handy. Really opened my eyes by looking up there and and hearing a siren that comes on at 10 o'clock and at 12 o'clock. That was a big help. Your life here is a job. Your job is to create energy. And they'll use you however they need to get it through sorrow, through pain, whatever. This place is set up on it's negatively charged, and they need that energy from you. That's what this place is. Period. Nobody here loves you. Get used to that. That's rule number one on planet Earth. Nobody loves you. Nobody cares. The religions hate you. They don't care. The government hates you. They don't care. So you feel alone? You should really feel alone, because that's the reality here. What you call the Father, we're cut off from. We are a self-sustaining entity, and we are the batteries to whatever these things are. Grateful Dead. Now you know why they're grateful.